EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Niners and the Seahawks, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Lumen Field. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Early in the game, Mike, sometimes you just can't resist. First play, let's chuck it deep. Let's see if we can get this defense on their heels early. Well, we just saw worst-case scenario when doing just that. Not only can you not connect, the ball falls into the waiting arms of this defense, and that one shot is all you got on your opening possession.
Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
I always love going down to the field in pregame, Mike, and just seeing how certain guys approach their pregame warm-ups and their routine leading up to kickoff, and I really liked what I saw out of him. He had a really interesting level of focus. He had all of his wide receivers around. He was getting them all involved, throwing the ball, getting on the same page, timing, rhythm in the passing game. They're hoping all these extra reps, not only leading up to this week in practice, but here on game day, if they can carry that over after the game starts, they're expecting to have a lot of success here, especially early.
1st and 10 for Purdy. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rayshon Jenkins.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Seahawks offense ready now for their 2nd drive. On the bootleg, it's Smith. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you...
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, Smith. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Walker. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. One more time with Walker. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Off the play fake, it's Smith. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. And this one is blocked. Big opening up the middle. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 81 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6. Thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st, you stick your hand up. That's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
One quarter in the books. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on second down, Smith. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense about ready to take over once more. They're trying to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. First and 10. Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jair Brown on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. It's Gino. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. First and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. Lockett wide open. They lost him. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Smith. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He gets that to his big target. Thanks. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's 2nd and goal. Smith. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Niners offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd down. Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And that is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. For the Seahawks in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, Geno Smith. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Niners offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He'll take this forward for about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A run on 1st and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. Off the play fake. No chance at all. He'll go down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, The defense was all over him.
A second down throw for Smith. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They go play action with Smith. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The 49ers offense getting set to get back to work. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll run here. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. He is in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but The ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They go with Walker, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up. Walker, and the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
They'll drop to throw. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now, Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. From the shotgun, Smith. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth.
Once you get down into this part of the field, most teams call it the red area. You have to finish by capitalizing with 6 points. Anything less than that feels like a little bit of a letdown, and after that sack, their chances of coming away with 6 get a lot more difficult.
On 2nd down, Smith. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Here's Smith. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Smith. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here is Bell on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We see so much of that trending in the NFL where you want to get your receivers the ball in space, on the move. We just saw a great example why it led to a huge chunk play.
He'll be brought down. Short pickup. It's at the 26. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
That he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
3rd and long. To throw, it's Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Here's Purdy. That is caught, And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and that will lead to a second down. From the gun, it's Gino. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Seahawks first down, and it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long. Smith now. This finds Smith and Jigma along the sideline.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down and 3. To throw, here's Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Now, Gino. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On 4th down, here's Smith. And it's intercepted. Right on the ceiling. Picked off by Giovador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So, a win here for our visitors.